This is Katie Malone from Malone Coaching. I am here to talk to you today a little bit about something that will help you for Mountains to Main Street Triathlon. And the one thing that I have recommended to all of the athletes that I coach is that they have proper gearing on their bike. Now, when we talk about gearing, I've noticed that tends to be something that makes a lot of people uncomfortable. They don't really understand what gearing means. So I wanted to show you on your bike how you can tell how many speeds your bike has. Also, so you know what your gearing is and so you know what you need to have. You still have plenty of time to go to the bike shop and buy a new cassette. It really is the least expensive way to kind of save your legs on this hilly course. The course is most hilly on Highway 11, so you have about a 13-mile stretch where you want to be able to keep your cadence high. If you don't have the right gearing, it can be really difficult, and your legs will be toasted by about mile 32, which isn't something any of us want. So first of all, what I'm going to show you is how to tell how many speeds your bike has, because when you're purchasing a cassette, you need to know if your bike is a 9-speed, a 10-speed, or an 11-speed. Most newer bikes over the last 2 years are probably going to be 11 speeds. Anything within the last 5 years probably going to be a 9 or a 10-speed. But you want to be able to check, especially if you're going to order the parts. For this and at this time, I really recommend going to your local bike shop and having them order a cassette for you and install it, because when you install the new cassette, you might need a new chain and you might need some derailleur adjustments. So it's not something you really want to change out the night before your race. This is something you want to do this week. Okay, so first of all, in order to be able to tell how many speeds you have, you're going to look at your rear cassette, which is this. This is called a rear cassette. This in the front is called the Crankset. Okay, so all you have to do is count how many chain rings you have. So I have 10. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, I have 11. See how easy it is to accidentally get the wrong one? A 10-speed cassette will not work on an 11-speed bike. So you don't want to get the wrong one. So I have 11 speeds. But all you have to do is count how many chain rings you have. So the next thing that's really the important part here is how many teeth do you have in your biggest chain ring here in the rear. I've got 28. Your options usually are 23, 25, 27, 28, or 30. For this race, really having a 28 or a 30 is going to be the best thing you can do for yourself. It will allow you to actually spin up some of the hills. So it's, at the most, I would say $100 to $115 of money well spent. It's basically like you're paying that amount to save your legs. If you ride hilly courses, you can save the cassette and use it again in your next race, or you can just leave it on your bike. I ride with this almost all the time, but I live in a hilly area. So the next thing I want to talk about is this. This is your crankset. Now, there's something called a compact crankset, and that confuses a lot of people because they don't know what that means. What that means basically is this big chain ring. This is the big chain ring. This back here is the little chain ring. So in the front, this is in the front, this is your big, and this is your little. I like to ride a 50 in the front, which is considered a compact crank, and a 34 is the little one. But these come in all sorts of variations. A lot of bikes now are coming, I believe, with a 52-39 combination. But since I ride in the mountains a lot, I really like to be able to spin because spinning keeps my legs fresh for the run. So this is what I recommend to my athletes, most especially the women. Some of the men are fine with a 52-39 combination. But this is just something to look into, maybe not for this race, but at least I'm giving you some knowledge that you can take with you. So that's it for this portion. I'll try to come back with another update soon. Thank you.